Alright, Joe here, welcome back to We Need to Talk. This is the show that looks at football on the internet over the past 7 days. 7 days that see Yaya Toure wanting to return to England. Why did I think he'd retired?
I would really love it if you have an opportunity to play again in Championship club or maybe Premier League, but we never know.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic closing in on a return to AC Milan, even though he was already there last year, basically extending that deal.
We've got some news to bring you on Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and AC Milan are close to agreeing a one-year deal.
And Robbie from AFTV feeling confident about the upcoming Arsenal season.
I've got a good feeling about this season.
Anyway, today we need to talk about some more shocking transfer rumours. That's right, we're back reviewing some of the most hilarious, some of the worst transfer rumours you guys have seen over the past 7 days. Last week's episode did alright, so I thought, let's do it. Let's just do it again. I've had over 150 responses in 2 hours. So if you want to be featured next time, make sure you're on the ball, because we ain't messing about here on We Need to Talk. Also, make sure you hit the like button right now. It's the only way we know if you like the content or don't. First up, about 30 of you submitted this one. Gerard Piqué to Fulham. The original report, it seems to stem from a publication called Libero. It's like a Peruvian website. Why would a Peruvian website have the inside scoop on a Premier League transfer coming from Barcelona? What? Let's get serious for a second, because Piqué did say, didn't he, that he would be willing to step aside at Barcelona if it allowed significant change at the club. Quite honourable in that, and obviously Bartomeu didn't include him in his list of players that will definitely be staying this summer. It's not yet clear whether he's going to be in favour under Ronald Koeman. He's on £220,000 a week after tax, by the way. So, for me, this one is not happening. Yes, he's 33 years old, but he's still got something to offer a Champions League side, Gerard Piqué. At very worst, a Europa League side. Sorry, Henry Hill and the rest of the Fulham fans, but I think even you guys will be admitting this one's mental. Alright, we're sticking with the Barcelona theme here because I've seen a suggestion. I can't believe it. Luiz Suarez to Manchester United. Someone's tweeted me. No. On so many levels, no. Now, a bit like Piqué, this comes off the back of Bartomeu, not including Luis Suarez in his players that are definitely staying this summer. And just reading a few reports here, it also seems to stem from Glenn Murray saying he'd be the perfect fit for Manchester United. Genuinely, there's more chance of us landing on Mars in the next week than this happening. He has to be one of United's most hated players in modern history. Even if you put aside all of the hatred between Manchester United and Luis Suarez, I don't even think he's the right sort of style to fit in as Manchester United's backup striker at 33 years old. But forget all of that. We hate him. Another Barcelona rumour. They're just flooding in, seeing as Ronald Koeman's joined. Dave Jackson actually texted me about this one first, so I'm going to give Jacko a shout out, but also a bunch of you. We'll put your handles on screen now too. But Michael Keane to Barcelona. This is literally because Ronald Koeman once managed him for Everton. I think Ronald Koeman actually signed him for Everton from Burnley, which was not the worst move. He's been pretty solid for Everton, but this is the epitome of lazy journalism. And it's actually OK Diario, are they pronounced? I'm not too sure. A Spanish publication, basically, leading the way with this spectacular load of... I don't really think Keane either had a spectacular season at Everton this year. They stumbled their way to 12th under Ancelotti, didn't they? They conceded 56 goals in the league. But a Piqué replacement for a team that want to be winning Champions Leagues on a consistent basis and the league title every season. It's painful. More tweets here, loads of you guys linking Lionel Messi with different moves away. We've got Inter Milan here, Manchester City, probably more possible. Leeds. 2 of you have put Leeds here. I'm Googling this because we're not being serious, are we? I'm just trying to read the reports, but they're obviously all... It's just Leeds fans getting overly excited. I presume they don't realise he's earning £1.2 million a week and has a £634 million buyout clause. This is never, ever happening. I think the only reason that Messi exit rumours are springing up is because Messi is trying to put the pressure on Josep Bartomeu. No shot is Bartomeu going to sell him and be the guy that sold Lionel Messi either. Not leaving the club, way too much money, and the Leeds links, they're just total. But Messi will be staying at Barca. We spoke more about it, by the way, on this week's Football Daily Extra Time podcast. If you're not subscribed to the FD podcast channel, then what on earth are you doing? Some unreal content with Pato van Straten going out on there, so tune into that for a little bit more detail. Finally, we're getting away from Barcelona with a few rumours here. We've got Ainsley Maitland-Niles to Tottenham Hotspur. I've seen 3 or 4 of you suggest this. This one stems from the Daily Mail, and just to be honest with you, on the face of it, feels like total. I mean, transfers between the two clubs never happen. I can't remember the last time a transfer directly from club to club happened. Obviously, Gallas was a free transfer, Sol Campbell was a free transfer, Adebayor had clubs in between. It would be years ago. We're talking decades ago that an actual direct move happened. It does seem, though, that Ainsley Maitland-Niles might be available for the right price, sort of £20 million, if it means that Arsenal can take that money in and spend it elsewhere. I think a couple of weeks ago, Pato mentioned Southampton as a decent destination. I think that would be an interesting signing. You know, offers good fullback cover. Now they've got Kyle Walker-Peters in the door. Also gives them another option in central midfield, because that's where traditionally Ainsley Maitland-Niles has played his football through the youth teams anyway at Arsenal. So I think that would be a fun move. But Tottenham Hotspur, come on. Another Spursy signing up next. Gareth Bale to Tottenham Hotspur, suggested by Big Swaggerto. Nice to see Swaggerto Saka back in the building, by the way. Once an FD fan of the year. And you know what? Is Gareth Bale to Spurs actually that ridiculous? I mean, surely at this stage, Real Madrid would be willing to let him go for a free transfer if it meant getting that wage off their books. I think they would openly admit they shit the bed pulling the deal with the Chinese super club last summer. So they would want to get rid. But for Tottenham, the obvious issue is going to be his wage. I mean, from a Manchester United perspective, when we signed Alexis Sanchez and ripped up our wage structure, it's had years of impact on us. Tottenham Hotspur's highest earner, I believe at the moment, is Harry Kane at around £200,000 a week. Gareth Bale's earning up to £600,000 a week before tax in Madrid right now. How much of an impact is it going to be to join Tottenham? Maybe he's going to have to take 2/3 of that off and earn 200k. Is he going to do that? No, he's not going to do that. He's perfectly happy sitting on the bench, sleeping and playing golf. Yes, Jose would probably take him. You know, he's a classic Jose player, experienced, established at a big club, a winner. But the wage is just too much of a problem given he's so heavily injured. Not going to happen, but not impossible. Finally then, Thiago Silva to Chelsea, a move that Zach Jalab will just not shut up about. Thiago Silva this, Thiago Silva that, Thiago Silva signing for Chelsea, big great signing for Chelsea. But as much as I'm mocking Jalab there, do I see this move as that ridiculous? No, I don't. Sure, he's 35, I think he turns 36 next month, so that worries me. But he's also on a free, and you know, according to some reports, he'd be happy to drop his wage right down to sort of below 100k a week, which wouldn't be the worst option for Chelsea, given how dodgy their back four has been and how sort of inexperienced and unmature it looks. Unmature. The word is immature, Joe. But I do see this move for Thiago Silva as a little bit problematic. I think it would be difficult at his age to adapt to the Premier League's pace and physicality this quickly. And I just think that if Frank was going to sign Thiago Silva, or a player like Thiago Silva, he would have just kept David Luiz last summer. Much more likely to end up in Serie A, a retirement league that's very, very slow-paced. Maybe going back to AC Milan or somewhere like that. I don't see him ending up at Chelsea, but I don't think it's quite as shocking as some people have said. Alright, anyway, that's it for today's episode of We Need to Talk, looking at some of the weirdest transfer moves. If you did enjoy it, head over to Continental Club with Doogie, Critchley and the boys. They're discussing Neymar and the Champions League final, which is an absolute buzz. I can't wait for it. PSG versus Bayern. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, everybody. We'll see you later.